Oh, shit, I realized you called for me, bro. I thought it was MC. My bad, I'm just putting more ants. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Everyday Gents. It's your boys right here. His name, my name.
Everyone's
and
name.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much to everyone who sent us questions. And we really appreciate it. Today we're going to be going through some of those questions right here.
Trying our best to answer.
100%. Let's get straight into it. Baru, first of all, how's your weekend next?
Oh, first of all, shout out to R&B and Chill SA in Maritzburg. Those guys really throw. Well, you've been to one before, but I always have an amazing time when I'm there. So shout out to them. The next one I think is with Clint L on the 11th of November. So that's gonna be big vibes. Between then and now, we're looking at the Halloween edition of Sunset Sunday, also at Onoma Hotel. There's a few things happening in Durban to look forward to. So my weekend's it feels like festive started for me from this weekend.
From now already.
Yeah.
I feel like festive is getting closer and closer to the middle of the year every year.
I think you're right.
Just now we'll have festive time starting from June.
Bro. Hey, bro. And how was your weekend?
It was like bro. I just had daddy duties pretty much. You know, that was pretty much.
I don't think we've ever done this where we ask each other. What's going on with you? Let's cheers to the weekends.
It's the orange liquid fruit.
It's juice for real, by the way.
Away. Guys, I hope you had a lucky weekend. You still had enough time to send us some questions as well. So let's get straight into it. First question I got here. I'm not going to say who the questions are from. Will you ever give us permission?
Yeah.
You don't think we're too bright, bro?
No, I can. In post.
Okay. Outside of a physical appearance, do you think a woman who is meek and wholesome makes for a better wife than a woman who is outgoing and a bit rough around the edges?
What is rough around the edges? Does she smoke weed? Is she part of a gang? Like what?
Yeah, Walker Pipe gang.
No, but I'm just saying, like, what you have to determine what is rough around the edges.
Okay, in your opinion, whatever you think rough around the edges is, do you like a cherry that's a little bit more rough around the edges? Or I guess let me try and remix the question, right?
Yeah.
Would you accept a cherry that's rough around the edges in your whatever opinion that is? Let's say she drinks, she smokes hookah pipe, she goes out partying, but she's a bomb. Or do you prefer a cherry that's not so much of a bomb, but is meek and wholesome? Like, you come posy, alright, she's there with a posy. You don't have to worry about her going out on the weekend. But she's not a bomb, she's not a lacquer. But you come posy, the food is cooked maybe. She's not in clubs, she reads books and all that.
What's the question? Which one do I prefer? The one that goes out or the one that's at home?
Yeah. Outside of physical appearance, do you think that's acceptable in a society like a woman like that? Do you think always look for that? Or always are...
Honestly, be with who makes you happy. Because you must understand everybody's relationship dynamic is different. Like, I could be somebody who finds a woman that goes out every weekend, but our dynamic works. There's love in our relationship. So even if she's going out every weekend, in the week things are sorted. Even when she comes back in the morning, she's up, we're going to church, or she's making sure breakfast is cooked, or I'm cooking breakfast and she's like, no, don't worry, supper's on. Like, if there's a give and take, it doesn't matter what our habits are. As long as you're into her, if you're into her and she's into you and there's love in your relationship, then you know what I'm saying?
But in your opinion, what would you rather prefer? Would you rather prefer
happiness, bro? I want happiness. So if I'm happy anyway with either one, the meek one or the one in the jewels, if there's happiness and I have peace.
Yeah, but which in your experience?
I don't know. I don't know them personally. I don't know. But I'm trying to give I want to say the most necessary answer. Because I think too often society judges people on past traditional do's and don'ts. For instance, back in the day, if you had any tattoo or anything like that, you were considered somebody who's not worth it. Never mind what you're doing with your life. If society sees you with that, then you become the rough around the edges person who is now in question. Your values and qualities are now in question.
Nowadays, the more tattoos you have, the more worth that you are. But one thing that stuck around over the years for me, we said about tattoos back then. If you had too many tattoos and all that, you weren't considered to be like, a good O or whatever.
Yeah.
But one thing that stuck around during the years is Cherry still smoke O's with calves, bro. Especially like VWs and all that. That never changed throughout the years. Maybe it's gone from VWs now to BMWs, but the W's are still there. Cherries are still Wing.
Tell us how you know this.
It's proofs in the pudding, bro. You see it. I think, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think you look, especially if you're a lacquer cherry, like a bomb cherry. I think bomb cherries is like more, no faults of their own, but it's more like a, not status thing, but they basically, what can I say? You can't be, this is an example, it doesn't look right for a bomb cherry to walk with pep clothing on the road. You know what I mean? So they don't want to be taking taxis if you're a bomb sticky, or I think Uber is as far as it goes, you know what I mean? But now it's like Uber X, you must get picked up in a lacquer Uber. I think Uber is as far as it goes, but then those that don't want to spend money too much, or they don't trust these Uber O's, because now Uber is even more dangerous than, Wentworth Taxis Association. But they will rather get an O that's got a cab, bro. And if you're a bomb sticky and you like...
Why doesn't she have her own car?
Good question. Why doesn't she have her own?
No, I know. There are some cherries with their own cabs.
Yeah, there is some. But for me, I feel like a cherry doesn't need to have her own cab. She doesn't need to have anything for all to be attracted to her. She doesn't need to do that.
Right, she just needs to be pretty and then that's it.
100%. And also think about it.
You know what?
Bro.
I can agree with you on that.
Yeah, think about it. Bro.
Let's just say to add value, males have to do more than females to add value or to add appeal. Let's say that.
Which brings me to my next question, because the question was, can you elaborate more on the stigma around men and intimacy? Especially considering that men have to bring so much more to the table. Why do you feel that we also need to bring intimacy to the table? If I'm bringing, stability in a cherry's life, if I'm bringing security in a cherry's life, if I'm bringing financial happiness to the cherry's life, why do I need to bring intimacy? Why can't I just be like, all right, check, yeah?
I'm buying all these things, let me smash when I want to smash.
Yeah. Why do we have to bring intimacy?
So, alright.
Look into that, yeah.
I think you're not thinking about this clearly. You're looking at it from it's almost like it's a contractual thing, where you're saying, right, so I'm bringing you X, Y, Z. I don't need to be intimate with you. When I want to be physical, we be physical. And then that's the dynamic of it. So basically, the cherry is like a slave to the things you give her, is what you're saying. They used to have them in the olden days, in the biblical days, call them concubines. So now you're sucking concubines.
No, I'm not. I'm just asking the question, bro. I'm just asking the question.
Right.
Like, what,
I think, bro, every human needs that level of interaction, that level of intimacy. Every human, doesn't matter what you bring into the table. Before there's even a table, you need to know who you're getting to that table with. And the only way you know who you want to be at your table with is if you're intimate with them. Otherwise, you just kind of like this person and you want to smash them.
Okay. Do you think men and women are equal 50-50?
In what?
In whatever.
But that's...
That's
too broad of a question.
Do you think men and women are equal in relationships? Do you think men and women are equal in society? Do you think men and women are equal in the eyes of equalness?
I don't think men and women are equal in society. And I think that's because of how society has been driven over the years.
Do you think there should be?
I think if we were naturally supposed to be equal, then we'll be made naturally the same. But We're not the same. As much as we're not the same, it doesn't mean we aren't equal. It means we need to do different things. A man cannot do what a woman cannot do everything a woman can do, and a woman cannot do everything a man can do. That is the identity of the genders that we have. There are roles to fulfill. There's natural things that some can do that others can't. For instance, a man can't bear a baby.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, nowadays they can apparently.
No. Don't play games with me with all that. A man cannot bear a child.
Mm.
There is no womb, uterus, eggs, whatever else you need in the mix there. Yeah, and if you're looking at genetically, men are more physical, more muscular.
Mm.
I'm not saying there aren't any muscular women, if a woman wants to be that, she can. But I'm saying naturally, if we just sit and eat champagne beans for the rest of our lives, naturally the man is going to grow bigger than the woman. For the most part, some genetics sets a few O's up. But other than that, naturally. So I don't think we should be looking for equalness. I think we should be looking for what complements each other. Where do I fall short as a man? Find a woman that meets you at your points of need for those things. Like, she can do this because I can't, and I can do this for her because she can't do it for her. And then together, now everything's complete. You lack for nothing.
That's what I'm saying. On that point there, back to the intimacy, right?
Yeah.
Do you not think it will still function if the man is not responsible for intimacy as much as the female is? Because you just said that, the man got his own strengths, the female got his own strengths. Do you not think that it will still function if the man is a manly man and is not as intimate?
You can be a manly man. Intimacy is not food. It's not something you have to come and eat every day.
Yeah, but I'm saying, are you saying that without, what I'm trying to ask is, can a relationship function without intimacy on both ends, or does it have to be on both ends? Or can it only be, not that there's no intimacy at all from the man's perspective, but I'm saying the strength of intimacy lies more with the female bringing that into the thing, and then a man remaining a man, changing the light bulbs in the posy and all that.
You feel if he's intimate, he's not fully a man.
No, I'm just wanting to know if it can function in that way.
I don't think any relationship can function without any intimacy. Like, at some point, there has to be intimacy. Otherwise, it's not a relationship. You're just vibing or you're just smashing. Because how do you get to know somebody? How do you get to know your partner? People speak of a term called soulmate. How do you see somebody's soul without being intimate with them? You can't see souls from the road.
Then what do you say about people that get arranged marriages and all that?
Look, it's not my culture, and I don't really have any negative opinions on it. I would think, though, that in those instances, the people learn to love each other. Obviously, there's no love in the beginning. You don't know this person.
But do you think there's intimacy in that?
Eventually, yes, there is intimacy. I would assume. But like I said, it's not my culture. I know at some point it can be unhappy, just like with any regular relationship. But I would say those people are committed to each other more so than a lot of people because they do it for their culture, for their religion. Whereas we get married before God, but we decide, hey, I like you, I'm dating with like you 2, 5, 10 years.
We do it for ourselves.
Yeah. They are saying, hey, come what may, God has given me this person, I'm committing to this person because they're from God and from my family. That's so. If you committed like that, bro, of course you will find intimacy. You learn to love the person.
And in that case, how long is long enough before you can get married to the person?
How long is long enough? Like, how long you must date the person before?
Yes, how long is it long enough now where you can say, all right, you know what? Because in terms of, you're speaking about intimacy, so what if me and this girl hit intimacy within 3 months?
Yeah, and then?
Do you think it's okay to get married like that? Or
I think you can marry, like we just spoke about arranged marriages. You can marry someone the first day. Is it a good idea? Probably not, eh?
But bro, you know what I've noticed? Arranged marriages seem to last longer.
Because they come in, they already know, come what may, yeah. I don't even know this person.
So why is it not a good idea? Because us that get married...
Who said it's not a good idea?
You said you don't know. Is it a good idea?
Yeah, I said I don't know. It's not my culture. I don't know. I'm not experiencing it. I didn't say it's not a good idea.
But I just noticed that arranged marriages, especially culturally, they seem to last longer.
Must arrange a marriage for you, bro. You on this thing. You're looking like you You're looking like you. This thing's been on your mind. What's going on?
No comment. Alright, next question. What characteristics would you desire in a wife?
Who's this person that wants to know all these things about marriage and or there's someone looking to settle down?
Hey, who knows?
What characteristics, bro? We've spoken about this before, I'm sure. I just want somebody who has the ability to grow in understanding with me. Learn me like I learn you so we can learn each other. Don't just have one person learning and changing their behaviors to suit the other and the other's just staying the same the whole time. And they'll be like, yeah, but you made me like this. You fell for me like this. But now I'm moving and you, yeah, and like, now I must keep looking down, yeah, you made me like this. Why you don't also learn me, understand me, grow with me so we equal? There's equality there. This is unequal when one person don't want to do nothing.
Would you date a cherry that smokes cigarettes? Would you date a cherry that smokes weed? Would you date a cherry that is not your religion?
Yeah. What is dating? Dating is, let's see.
Okay, would you marry a cherry that smokes cigarettes? Would you marry a cherry that smokes cigarettes, bro? Because, you know, you're saying, I met you like this, I met you like this. That's right, you met her smoking guys.
Yes.
Now, do you expect us to stop smoking guys at some point?
I think you and I have two different opinions on a cherry smoking guys. Bro, my mother smokes cigarettes.
No, I'm asking, would you marry a girl like that? Would you marry a girl that's not your religion?
I'm trying to think how. How do you marry someone who's not your religion?
Oh, bro, people do it all the time.
You mean so, you know, something's gonna have to give. Someone's gonna have to come to the party. I don't know which party, but someone's gonna have to come to the party.
Will you, if she's a slum cherry, would you come to the party? What will your name be? Bilal. You change your name to Bilal, bro. Would you die? It's the same God. No offense to any, Islam people. It's the same God.
I have Islam family.
Yeah, it's the same God. But would you change your name to Bilal?
No, I wouldn't change my name to Bilal, though. No
What
offense
you
to any
change it to?
Bilals out there.
What you change it to?
Uh,
Most of those that convert on Muhammad, they
I
change to Muhammad.
Change my name to Stephen.
That's the only thing with Islam is that I don't know why you have to change your name. And probably somebody in the comments that's Islam, do you have to do that? Because I have not met a Islam person with a normal name.
What do you mean? And all the names are normal, bro.
No, with like a non-Islam name. That's what I mean. Like a normalish, like, you know, like even Muhammad Ali had to change his name to Muhammad Ali. Bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe we can even Google it. But onto a bit of a different one. This one, so this person wants to know, why do guys feel it's okay to send unsolicited dick pics?
Okay.
Why?
I was just looking at Google for the Muhammad thing, but anyway, no, now you went on a different...
Why do guys think it's okay to send women unsolicited or unwanted dick pics? Just like they have it.
Personally, honestly speaking, I have never done that. I don't feel...
Never sent unsolicited?
I've never done that. I don't feel comfortable doing that. You know what I mean? Honestly, I've never...
No, should you feel comfortable just saying, you know what? There's it.
I'm trying to think why though. Why wouldn't I feel comfortable doing that? I just never felt comfortable doing that. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because this is a thing that cherries do more than O's. This is why I would never do that, and I've never done that, right?
What do you mean cherries do more than
Cherries have this thing of putting you on blast.
Hey, in the group chat. Now,
on their Facebook, and some of them respectfully they cut your name out, but you know that's yours. know that's your own. And when you just see the thing there, bro, it's like, hey, you don't know how to feel. So for me, even like just sliding in a cherry, I think we spoke about this before. Sliding in the cherry's DM and all that,
you can end up in a group chat that way
hard
too.
for me to get to that point of sliding in a cherry's DM, bro, because I hate that thing of having your screenshot there on Facebook. I don't know why cherries do that to make themselves feel so, like, I don't know why, bro. And that's another thing. For me, I think that for me personally, that degrades a cherry in my opinion. You know what I mean?
What's this?
When you're gonna take the person is DMing you, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna take that screenshot. Now again, let me clarify. There are some where it's justified. If this person is one way perving and stalking and you told her, oh, respectfully accept, bro, I'm not interested, you know, this is alright, cool. Then you have no other choice but to put this on blast now. And when you do that, put his name also. Put his
show us where he lives too. Like
show the oath, you know. But there's some girls that say, oh, just slide, etc.
Hey, hi, how are you? That's why it's in my day.
No.
You know what's worse is if you somebody that's well known, then you'll never guess who's in my DMs. Then it's in 4 different group chats. Why didn't you just want her mother's number because her mother sells pickles and
bro?
Hey,
you know what I mean?
In the chat there,
bro.
But why do you think guys feel comfortable just saying, hey, I need to send this to this person?
Because they need Jesus, bro.
Oh, I didn't see that answer.
Honestly, bro, you need Jesus when you do that, bro. You got some demons, bro. Why would you feel comfortable to do that? Say, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I can think of. Why would you feel comfortable to do that, bro? Like, who taught you that? Did you get raised up to do that? Did your parents?
Imagine there's a Bali saying, hey, son.
Yeah, it's like it's it, bro. And you know what? Your parents couldn't have taught you that because your parents didn't have the ability to send dick pics back in the day. So where you learn that?
Bro, I think it's some O's are just feeling like, you know what it is? O's have this thing of lust in their mind, and they fantasize about a cherry so much that their mind starts to confuse who likes who. Yeah, they start fantasizing about the cherry so much they start telling themselves the cherry likes them too. While in the cherry only, maybe she's friendly or she'll greet you with a smile when she sees you. And now there's that lust you got, you seeing what she's wearing every time you check in, or maybe looking at her IG, maybe she's posting like bikini pictures, or maybe she vibes to the P, whatever it is. They always start to, like, their mind confuses itself. They move dizzy. Now they check in, hey, now there's a thing between us. Hey, let me show her what I got for her. Because that's what I was thinking, it's on that level. This cherry don't even notice, his full name or whatever. There's it in the DMs or there's it in the WhatsApps for free. I was lied to themselves. Violence. I think I was genuinely lied to themselves about how much cherries are into them. Or they just think they're God's gift to cherries. And no matter the cherry, they can give them something. So they must show what they can give also.
Yeah. You're right, but for me, I don't understand. I haven't been that person, bro, to do that. Thank God. I can actually say that. I haven't been a person to slide in a person's DM with that type of vibes, bro.
Now, from last to another topic. A person asked, is it possible for a guy to love 2 women at once? You'll awkwardly quiet.
I'm just thinking because honestly, I have been an advocate for this for the longest time, and I'm sure there's some people that are watching and be like, yeah, I'm waiting for you to answer this one. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I've been an advocate for a long time with this, right? But I think you'll always love one more than the other at any given time. I may love one more than the other this month, and I may love the other one more than the other one this month, you know? But it is possible, but not 50-50 equally, no. I don't think so.
Can you love them both 100%?
Yes. Yes. You can.
All right. I think it is totally possible. And look at it this way. As human beings in families, we are brought up naturally to love more than one person. You love your mother, your father, your siblings, your friend. you were naturally brought up to do that. Now, let's look at what is love, bro. Love is giving of yourself. Even in the Bible, for God so loved the earth, he gave his, you know what I'm saying? You give of yourself. That is love. So it is possible to give of yourself if you have a lot of self to give. If you have an abundance of whatever it is that your qualities are, it is possible. It is very possible to love more than one person.
We actually commanded to do that.
Yeah, I think there's a different love now that we... I think there's two different loves now we're getting into. But
let me ask you this. You said, can a guy love more than one woman? Can a woman love more than one guy, in your opinion?
I'm saying humans are capable.
Okay. Do you think it's acceptable, though?
Bro, society makes things... society frowns upon a lot. Let's say that. And people are so afraid to be individuals in a room full of sheep. So I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm saying that unconsciously we are bred to conform. And obviously it's frowned upon. Obviously you also don't want to hurt people. Like, you know, if you're in love, you're not gonna, hey, let me just go love over here too. And now you love in the whole world and they will think you're only loving them. So that is a shit one. But it is definitely possible for not just men or just humans, everybody to love more than one person. Definitely.
Do you think it's acceptable to love the same person of the same sex?
Oh, you mean like, what's the term? What's it? Homosexuality?
I don't know, I'm asking you.
Do I think it's acceptable?
You spoke about, we were made to love our moms, our dads.
Hey, check here.
So do you think?
I would say, if it's not my business, don't ask me the question.
Not my circus, not my clown type vibe.
Bro, I'm not going to stand here and tell people who to love. Or sit here and tell people who to love. If you want to love who you want to love, and it's not hurting anybody, don't go love a 5-year-old now and say, hey, don't do that shit. But I'm saying,
why is that not acceptable?
That's probably the dumbest question you've ever asked on tape.
No, I'm trying to say this, right? There has to be, that's why it's not acceptable, because there has to be some
line.
sort of, there has to be some, you can't...
Bro, the line moves for people. And now these days, society is trying to move the line even more.
Yeah.
But I agree with you, there has to be a line. Absolutely. No, but also, bro, we got this thing in us. When you know when something's wrong, bro, we can collectively say, all right, this is too far now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's consenting adults and it's not hurting anybody, it was not my business. I'm not going to tell people who to love. But obviously, if there's minors involved or it's unconsensual now, that's where the line is. You know what I'm saying? You can say, come on now. What's going on?
That being said, back in the days,
Yeah.
right, our parents' days, maybe our grandparents' days, the line was when you love the same person of the same sex, that was the line, right?
Yeah. No, when you love a person of the opposite sex.
No, the same sex.
Oh, the line. So, all right,
yeah,
so
that's the line. Like, when we're saying now, when you're going to minors and all, that's the line.
Yeah.
And you said the line is moving. You know what I mean? So back in those days, the line was, except you can't.
Yeah.
Do you think we should be worried for our future?
Where the line is going. Except I'm checking, the line is going to disappear. The way things are going, the line is going to disappear. And when you say our future, I mean future generations.
Yes, like our future generation.
Right.
As
Check,
human beings.
People, I might even get hated for this. But for me right now, bro, life is hard, Ixi. I'm going to start with that. Bro, life is hard. Hey, bro.
Look at this. We're just getting into the juice. Wait, fuck that. We have to eat.
Hey, cut on life being hard.
Yeah.
As I was saying, bro, life is hard. And I got a lot to worry about. Just being alive right now. It's a struggle. And for me to expend myself worrying so much about everything that's going on here, and then I must still think about people I haven't met and I'm probably not going to have life to meet. Hey, bro, that's hard for me to say. hey, let's do better for the future. I'm trying to do better for me now. I'm not where I want to be. I'm still see for them too.
Selfish.
I
ever lied to you one day, didn't you?
There's nothing wrong. Bro, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being selfish in certain circumstances and certain times. Bro, I can't give of myself to the next generation. I'm struggling to give of myself to myself right now. We need to also just assess the vibes. And you, what you think? Generations in a mess?
Yeah, bro. You know what? As much as the generation is in a mess, right? I think it's because of, not because of, but it stops with us. You know what I mean? Because there's people, bro, for example, right? There's people that are doing same-sex marriages. There's people that are loving whatever. They're changing themselves and all that. But in your posy, you stop that. You know what I mean? You say whether you accept that, whether you allow that. You, what's this word? You allow for that, you know, where you allow whether you're going to raise your child or the society is going to raise your child. As much as, I think that's the tug of war.
That's a good question also. Ultimately, who raises your child?
That's the thing. Because what's happening now, you tug of war, is that society is pulling more and more to raise a child. Because before, bro, spare the rod, whatever it says.
Spare the rod, spoil the child. Yeah.
You could eat your child. Now you can't eat your child. Now you must take away their phone and tell him, go to your room and all that. And if you accept that, then you're just saying, all right, you know, you'll take that there. Then other things and other things and other things. You know what I mean?
This is also why I'm scared to be a parent, bro. Because the way my mind works, if I can't hit you, I'm going to find a way to inflict pain. It'll be mentally if it can't be physically.
I think that's worse.
Bro, that's the thing. But you have to find ways to assert dominance. And the only way we know how to do it is how we were raised. Bro, hey, I can't even say what's happened to me on camera, bro.
In today's day and age,
I can't say it.
Your parents might land up in jail for that.
But
for what they did years ago.
Hey, bro.
That's how sick the world is gone, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. So for me, I am worried about the future, but at the same time, you know, it's how you raise your future children to, you know what I'm trying to say? In a way like
also, that. I'm only noticing now, I've lost so much weight. See, the shirt is, I can even, I can shoot like that.
I think we're swapping. I've gained so much weight. Look at his cheeks, how fat.
Bro, I've literally lost so much weight. Get sick, guys. Get very sick.
If you want to lose weight.
That's how you lose weight.
Don't do belly blanks. Don't do these sweat things.
Get sick.
Just
get very sick.
Pack for the posy. What is your sick guide to losing weight, bro? Get sick, don't get healed, don't go to the doctor.
No, just get sick, heal yourself just enough to feel alright a little bit, but the sickness isn't gone. Let it eat you. 2 months later, 9 blood tests later, you lose weight.
Get sick again?
No, we're stopping with getting sick now. We've lost enough weight.
Also, stop drinking alcohol a lot.
Hey, also.
Yeah.
I don't think you've seen us drink alcohol this whole season.
No.
The Andrew episode was filmed a long time ago.
Yeah.
So it came out this season. But
thank you for mentioning that, because there was this other person who... Hey, bro. Now, you know I have another channel called The Simple Truth, right? Where I talk about more like on a spiritual level, things and all that, right? So now I invited somebody to church. And the person's like, okay, I'm going to come to church, right?
Was it a male or female?
Female. So she's like, I'm going to come to church and everything. I was like, okay, cool. This is a Christian person and all that, right? And then I was telling her, like, you know, I also do these channels or whatever the case is. And she's like, oh, I need to check it out. She went and checked out Tiggs, bro, and the old, like the Andrew episode. I'm like, what? Person never ended up coming to church. I'm like, hey, it's sick. No, I can't go back and explain. No, chicken.
I'm a different man now.
This is an old episode.
Yeah.
So thank you for pointing it out, guys. That was an episode we did a while ago when we were still drinking and smoking and all that. Basically, if you want to know what's old and what's new, you'll see I'm more fatter. He's more thinner. You know what's new. Yeah.
But I think that's actually a good episode. I think.
Yeah. One more question somebody said. Why is Captain so judgmental? Do you think I'm really judgmental? I like to know if I'm really judgmental. All I told the person was, thank you for your question. I'll reach you in the next 48 working days with You know when you send those people WhatsApp messages, thank you for contacting us. We aim to respond to you. Do you think I'm judgmental, bro? Honestly.
I think to a degree we're all judgmental, bro. You know what? No, I'm tired of giving politically correct answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are, bro. Even me. We're full of shit, all of us. I'm telling you.
Hey, alright, I'll have to work on that.
This whole episode, if the cherry smokes, will you marry her? Yeah, you judgmental, bro.
Alright, I'll have to work on that.
Why? Who said it's a bad thing?
I don't know, I just felt a little bit
you were touched.
hard. Yeah, I was like, I felt a bit hard by that.
You are judgmental, bro. It is what it is.
I was like, you am really judgmental, bro. But then, no, honestly, what I said to the person, I said, thank you for pointing that out to me. I'm going to work on it. Because I don't want to say something now. Doesn't mean, I am being judgmental now,
Yeah.
So I just said, thank you for that. I'll work on it. And on that note, guys, I don't know if there's anything else you want to touch upon.
I need to wear smaller shirts. Looking like a blanket on me. Yeah.
Guys, speaking of shirts, right?
How fire was that segue, boy? How fire was that segue?
Speaking of shirts, we did mention in our previous video that Takes Merch is on the way.
It's on the way.
Now, we're thinking about ways to present it to y'all. And so, please do us one favor. Hit us up in the comments about if you'd be interested in, getting some Takes Merch. I don't know what to even say, how to even put it out. Maybe you got some...
Okay, look for... It'll be one Instagram, but look for the... We're going to release not a catalog. We don't have that much merch, but we're going to show you what the merchandise line looks like, and then we'll set the ways for you guys to acquire it from us. And yeah, we'll take it from there. We hope you guys support it. We know you're going to love it. If you love Takes, you will love the merch, because we it's more for people to share in the brand, and this is not the only way. We are going to find ways for people to share in the Takes brand, but it's one of the ways. So aware.
Yeah. If you want some Takes Merch, hit the like button. 10 likes gets us 10. We do the Takes Merch. Let's be those type of people. 10 likes, guys, and we will put the Takes Merch up for you all on our Instagram. But also, guys, we are on 198 subscribers. We need 2 more subscribers.
Tell your friends to tell their friends.
Please, bro. We need 2 more subscribers only, and then we'll be on 200. And then in the 200 episode, we'll do something like
the 200 episode.
I mean, on the 200 subscriber
episode,
we'll do something like I don't know. Maybe we'll just record in Ogle Pool or something. I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
We'll be less judgmental.
We'll be less judgmental. Let's put it like that.
Away. Short, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Till
it's been a lovely time with you. Till next time. Peace out.